This weekly Blender competition is brought to you by Grand Abbott. Grand Abbott provides Blender tutorials for beginners and experienced users such as sculpting, modeling, texturing, animating and a lot more. So make sure you check out his channel and Discord if you haven't already. You can find the link in the description. Welcome at the weekly Blender competition number 21, which I'm going to criticize the art entries and choose some winners. And the subject for this week was to create a mini store. We have 17 entries and I really appreciate that you guys have joined. Now keep in mind, if you have some feedback for me, then leave a comment in the comment section, because that is very important to improve my work for you. Now before we start off, I really have to say that I'm very excited because there is a lot of beautiful stuff from you guys. And this idea actually not came off myself directly, but this idea of a mini store came off Great Jack Gaming. He made this little magic store at the magic competition. And I really just love this idea of a small building, being a small store. It's very cozy. You can just cram in a few items and it's just a very nice thing to do. So Great Jack Gaming, credits to you and thank you for this idea. It's only a shame you haven't joined this time, but that's okay, you already made a store. The first entry is of Suicide Drone, and Suicide Drone doesn't say anything in Discord, which is fine. I see here a little quick emote store that kind of reminds me of something that could easily be in a Simpsons low poly game. I think it's the color combination making me think that. I really love it. It's very tiny, it's very cozy. I only wish I could look into it, but that's just a personal thing. You got some nice big tiles laying, Alberto graffiti, so you do have a little bit of detail in here. For some reason I also don't like the background because it makes the foreground bang out forwards, which is very nice. I would just say good job on that. I really don't have too much to say any other than I really wish I could look inside, but that's more of a personal thing. People in Discord also seem to like this. It's very simplistic, very minimalistic, and it's just on point with the color and light, that kind of stuff. Entry number 2 is of Just Me, and Just Me says in Discord, since this image was too large to directly upload it, I'm using a link. I rendered the image with a few changes. The second image is a new render. I forgot to also include the first one just to show you guys what has been changed, but I can just explain it to you. Not too much has been changed. So the point here is the background was first black, which is, I think, a little bit of a shame because I like the black a lot more than this pixelated image here. I can understand you would like to have a star heaven, but I would rather recommend, if it's, doesn't look very good, try to make your own star heaven. It's not too difficult to actually make. It's just a few nodes and there you go. Also, the color of the letters has been changed. It was first purple and now it's white. It looks a lot better. So let's just look into the store. The first thing that I noticed that I really like a lot are these candles. These candles doesn't look like just a cone. There's really some detail, depth, and that kind of stuff in there. I really love it. I also like the flame. The only thing that I don't really like is how white the light is that comes off of it. Now I would say it would be a lot better if it's a tiny bit of orange, so it gives a lot more of a warm feeling instead of a very bright feeling. I also like that you give everything a little bit of a wood texture. It is here and there a little bit difficult to see. What would also be nice is behind the camera having a plane where the light comes off, lighting up the foreground. You can do that with just 0.010 up to a 0.100. Just see, just a tiny bit of light, minimal, can already do a lot to this work to make it just a little bit more brighter at some parts. Because, for example, you can see it's very dark onto this corner here of the book. It's very dark here onto this object, and it's a shame because you've spent a lot of time detailing it, and it's something that should have been shown, but I can also understand if you really want to have a little bit of darker corners in here and let the light kind of do the job. But so far, I really love it. I'm just seeing this cute little candle down here. I also like the potion. They have a lot of nice little colors down here. You got some corks in there. It lights it up good. You got a lot of stuff going on. And you also fixed... You've also fixed this potion down here, because on your render page, the first render picture, I seen like it was changed into a ball. Probably the subsurf wasn't correct. You fixed that up. It's very nice. You did spend some time on little beauty mistakes, as I would like to call it. Very nice. I really love this one. Good job on that, just me. Entry number 3 is of Chellonot, and Chellonot says in Discord, a tiny frozen yogurt shop. I really like what I see here, even though it's a little too minimalistic. I would say maybe here and there a few more things, but maybe you ran out of time. What I like about this is the color really shows the size of the cups. You really got the colors here of which flavor it is. You got some candy in here which can be put onto your frozen yogurt. I really like that idea, just frozen yogurt. And yeah, you got little tiles, you got something to weigh it on, probably in order to calculate how much candy is on it. What you have to pay, you have a little credit card thing, machine. But yeah, like I said, maybe a little bit more stuff would have done it, just about. But I really like what you've done here. I like the idea. I also like you spent a little bit of time to make like wooden planks, or maybe these are just brown tiles, which is easy to clean. So good job on that, Chellonot. I also hope to see more of your work in the future, because I believe your name is new for me, unless you have changed it. Entry number 4 is of Crave, and Crave made also something very special. Wait, is this like how you say that? You plug in a machine into this. It's like a mini store, like a very tiny, small thing. Man, I'm just seeing that right now. I would almost just say this is like a box with just doors. You just open this door, it's like a restaurant thing. You open this door, it's like a bookstore or whatever. These are things for the plugs, right? To get power onto your machines. If that is the whole idea, I really like that. I'm just seeing that right now. It makes sense though. Anyhow, mini store for sure, if that is the size. It's very cozy in here. I really love all of these textures that you've been adding to make it look like dirty, that it has been used. I really like the color in here. You've added a lot of stuff. The papers is a very nice touch. Random stuff. What is that? Something mayonnaise. I just can't read this. Maybe someone can. Just zooming in. Can you see what it says? Dragon mayonnaise? That sounds disgusting. Anyhow, yeah, I like all the stuff around here. It's definitely a very cozy something, and this burger looks really tasty. You even got like little bits of seeds on it, if that is what it's called. You got stuff in here in the sink. Man, this is very nice. I didn't take a very deep look at it. Man. Wow, it even goes up there. I really like this though. I really like this. You've done a very good job. It's almost a shame. I understand this idea of mini store when it's, these are used to plug in power, that it's very small. It's almost like you should have cut this out actually, and then I don't know, I just love the color in here. Love all the details, and good job. I really like this one. Yeah, very nice, Crave. I really like this idea. And let me know down below in the comment section if these are to, plug the power, which I understand a mini store. Entry number 5 is of Happy, and Happy in the first place made a video. Now, I actually find it a shame that I understand the idea of people making a video so you get like a 180 view of what you'll be making. But I find it a shame when you actually play the video, it goes very, it goes quick and it's kind of blurry here and there. So I asked him today real quick to upload a few screenshots. I think also for the future it would be better to upload, like if you really want to see all the way around, to upload the models to Sketchfab. I will also place this in the announcement because, it's a shame because a lot of work that has been spent onto this is, being lost. I also noticed that with the last competition Creatures, someone made a video and this monster apparently from Dungeons and Dragons, it had a lot of detail, but it's getting lost into the blurriness of a video. I'm still gonna show it around and then, show you the screenshot. And as if you can make it into a super crisp and sharp video, then I would still recommend it to upload it to YouTube. So here are the screenshots, and Happy also saying in Discord, loyal companions to the ale trader. He's such a good boy. Hopeful this counts as a stall. Sure, I still count it as a stall. I really like this idea of a walking boar or warthog type of thing in the medieval times. Yeah, it's a kind of like a lemonade stand. It's a really nice idea, and I really would like to taste the beer, by the way. So yeah, here you can see a lot more detail. The grass is coming out very nice. The detail on the walking bar come out very nice, and it's just a shame when it gets lost in a blurry video. While so much time is spent onto this and attention to detail. Even on the leather you can see all the humps and bumps, and I really love it. So I'm glad that I got some screenshots off from you to still show around to the people. Yeah, I really like the detail onto this pillow. It really looks like it has been used. I'll bet he's a good boy. So thank you, Happy, for joining in with this and the screenshots. I really like this one. Entry number 6 is of Type Omega, and Type Omega is the second one, I believe, who actually made some characters in here. I really freaking love this idea of a mini store by just making it mini. Yeah, I really like this little mouse being alive and, trying to deal with the stuff humans made and throw away on the streets. Now, the only thing that I find a little bit ashamed, because this art looks just very nice. Also, a lot of attention to detail has been spent on the bricks and debris onto the ground, and I see Lego down here. I would just say two things. One, which I'm seeing right now, maybe there should have been a little bit more light coming off to light this, or have a little bit lesser blur focus onto this, because I also see some stuff down here. I wish I could see it a little more, but that's a personal thing. Now, the other thing that really is a shame is that these little mouses here don't have like just a little eye, or is missing like a little attention to detail onto the ears, like a little bit fleshy color in the middle here, or like little hairs coming out, or little tooths. Only if that would have been added, then it would just make the picture a lot more complete. Still though, I really love this tiny little boxes with stuff. I really love this one. It really is cozy, and yeah, good job on that, Type Omega. Entry number 7 is of Hikes, and Hikes made a mini store, but in a shopping street or just a normal street. It's very small, it's very cozy, we got some free Wi-Fi, there's also toilets somewhere into this building. Maybe there's what is it called? A closet maybe these things move aside and there will be a secret door behind there with the toilet. Anyhow, I like this little sign down here. I like that you've made some products for sale. Some attention to detail. I really like that. You got some stuff up here, even though I cannot really see what it is, but that's okay. I would only say, once again, maybe a few more things here and there to just, you know, fill it in. You know, just fill the store a little bit more, like maybe some papers down here, or like little bags at the side, or put some products down here. But then again, maybe you ran out of time, so I appreciate already that you have joined. I really like what I'm seeing here. I also like that you spend some time and attention to detail on the outside. This is, by the way, really nice. I don't know if this is just a picture or that you really made this yourself, but I like that that there is some, you know, dirtiness into a picture. It really shows that it's a world that is alive. The little cooler down here with a warning sign on it. Cell phone. This is very old school, by the way. Is this with coins still, or is it with a credit card, or even a phone card? That is even more older. Very nice. I really like that. Thank you for joining, Hikes. Entry number 8 is of Kishore, and Kishore made a little coffee shop, he says in Discord, or she. I like what I'm seeing here. Low poly is always something that I like a lot. Got here and there some stuff. People are messy, you know, they should bring it back. Well, that's something that I would do. I would just bring it back myself. Just keep it nice. You spent some attention to detail. I would only find it difficult to climb in here. Maybe it's like pass underneath. Yeah, you got a little back area probably with a bigger kitchen where they can make pies or fries or whatever, or warm bread with something, or, you know, you can eat something here in the coffee shop. I like the view, by the way. It's something different, a view from above into the store. I like these lamps. There's a high ceiling. I would only say these chairs is standing a little bit too perfect. A little bit randomness in there would be nice. If you need to have some ideas to fill in the blank, it would be nice to have maybe a tiny little plants onto the table, or a plant here on top. It would also be nice to have a little place down here, or down here, or down here, with just some mumbling on it, saying what is the prices or what you can order. Maybe some stuff on the top here, just to fill in the blank a little bit more. But maybe you ran out of time. Now, the reason why I'm just saying this, because sometimes people, you know, run out of ideas to actually fill in the blank. It's not always like not enough time or whatever. If so, then so. But if not, yeah, I sometimes think of ideas can be a hard thing, and yeah, plans will do, artwork will do, a little bit mumbling onto, you know, what you're selling can do. But this counts actually for everyone, so not only for Kishore. I like this. I like also the color combination, what you've done here. I would only say this bookshelf. That is what's called, right? A shelf. Alright. This bookshelf is a little bit out of color, I would say. Not the books itself, but just the bookshelf. It just needs to be a little bit different color. Maybe the same color as this down here. And that would fit in just perfectly. It just bangs out a little bit into my eyeball. If I look at the overall of this picture. But then again, very nice job. Thank you for joining the competition. Entry number 9 is of P. Mark. P. Mark made a very small blacksmith idea. It looks like an automated blacksmith. There is probably somewhere a gigantic rat or whatever running into a rat. So these hammers can go swing the blade. It looks very clean in here. Yeah, I like this idea though, of a small blacksmith store, even though maybe it should have been a little bit different, but it's a personal thing. I also like Really like these letters, by the way. You got some swords here and there. Do spend some time to make some texturing down here. You got some gears. The light is very nice. I love the hammers. Yeah, but then again, maybe it should have been a little bit differently. Shouldn't have like a counter or whatever, and more display these swords onto the wall. But I understand the focus is very much onto this machinery down here. I still like it though. So nice job, Mark, on creating a blacksmith. Entry number 10 is of Outmind. And Outmind made a little stand, which is... Oh, I got something very nice to say. I really love what you've done here, even though there's just one thing I don't like, but I will just say that at the last. Yeah, the color combination is, I would say, is a little off. It's actually not my complaint. I think it's a little bit off compared to the rest of the things. But what I just really love how you spend some time making a very nice menu with the stuff on it. Looks like crayon stuff. I really like that. What I do also like is the texture onto this lemonade. I like this sign here. The texture, I will come back. I like how the cups have the same color as the top of the little market. You got some straws, right? It's not only straws that cows eat, but also where humans used to suck out the drink. I know, that's called straw, right? So over here, yes, two renders. Over here you can really see what I mean with the texture onto the lemonade. I just freaking love it. It's not just one color and that's it. There is really something going on in here, and I really freaking love it. I really like it. I also like this one here. This what is that called? Let me just read your Discord. My first entry, a fruit juice stand. The beverage they claim to sell are freshly squeezed, but look at it from the owner's point of view tells a different story. Oh wait, I don't know what this is called, but I really love the color onto it. It's like very nice job. So let me just see, sugar, lemon. Yeah, okay, I get it. Just powder stuff, right? That is what you're trying to say here. I like the little story with it. Yeah, I really just love how the textures look on it. I say it again, and I will say it another moment. So the really thing that I don't like about this is actually the texture of the wood. So it's not just especially the color. The point is, it looks very much the same everywhere you look. It's way too much, and it should be randomized a lot more. And it's a shame, I would say, because it really looks freaking nice, especially the texture on this. I said it again. Yeah, I just really love it. It's a very nice idea. And you spend some good time on that, and a little storyline. A good job on that, Outmind. Entry number 11. I start to misspeak. Maybe I should get a little bit of something to drink. Alright, I had some lemonade brought to you by Outmind. It very tastes nice. So entry number 11 is of Erwin Sunny Ray. Erwin Sunny Ray says in Discord, I'm in a hurry, so here's my mini store. Even though you're on a hurry, I really appreciate that you're trying to make something in order to join the competition. That's very nice. So that means you ran out of time. I really like what I'm seeing here. There is a lot of cigarettes, and it seems like there's a run on it. You've spent some time detailing here and there. You got a little, are these power outputs? Or is this just a light button? I wish I could see it. I can. So you got cigarettes, you got snacks, you got variety, you got a meat section down here, you got a trash can. You can scan your credit card. I wish I knew the name for this thing, but I just don't. I wish I could read this. It says milk, yogurt, soft milk, water, and yeah, it's hard to read, which is okay. I really appreciate your entry. The colors is definitely something different, but I like that you have tried it. I don't have too much to say because you ran out of time, so I just find it very difficult to, you know, say something. Yeah, all I could say, like, just stuff it up with more stuff. Well, there is one thing that I would like to say is, but it's a personal thing. Never make the background look like this. I think it looks a little bit silly. Just make the cube a little bit larger. I understand why you've done this, so the light will just bounce off the wall, give more effect onto this, and probably also more onto the ground. Just scale the cube so the wall of it is just outside the picture, and then it would just be perfect. So thank you for joining Edwin Sunny Ray. I hope for the next time you have a little bit more time, so I can also spend a little bit more time to it. Entry number 12 is of Sir Ferex, and he also made a mini mart, which is very cute. I really like that. It's very cozy. It seems like this store is new because the stuff needs to get put into the store, so I'll just take it's new. He says in Discord, a last minute decision on joining, not too proud. With the time I've left, I would say it's good enough. Again, so yeah, it's okay if people say they run out of time or, you know, stuff like that, because then, you know, I don't really have to say like, oh, you need to put in more stuff because I know you ran out of time. I like what you have made here. It's small, it's very simple, it is very cozy, it's near the road. I would only say there need to be a little pathway down here, just a little square or a plane put down. And yeah, like you were saying, ran out of time, so no stuff in the store. I'll guess the store is just, let's just say it's new. You got a little trash can, lamps, coolers, stuff like that. It seems to be nighttime. I like the background with it. It's a very dark background, so they still try to bang out a little bit because, you know, nighttime, it's very dark, and having a dark background with it is always a very good idea. I like what I'm seeing here. It's definitely a cozy mini store, so thank you for joining, Sir Ferex. Entry number 13 is of Movsec. Man, I hope I say that the right way. My first non-tutorial render, ice cream stall, flavors from left to right, pistachio, nuts, lemon, strawberry, and vanilla. Edit, I had pistachio list as peanut, which is wrong. In my language, they share similar words. Yeah, well, don't worry about that. It's the same with my language translated to English. I understand, it's difficult sometimes, you at least tried. So a little ice cream stall is always nice. I would like to have an ice cream right now. I like this idea of it. I would only say for next time, try to keep the picture a little bit smaller, so, you know, just put the ice cream stand close to the out wall and just cut off the rest and just leave the rest off. And don't do backgrounds like this. What you could have done is just try to make a little square, or better to say a circle. Just put it on a little circle, just like this one down here, and just put it in the middle, so it's aimed out. You can always have this as background when you have a little circle being in the color of this. That is always nice. It's just a little tip, so it looks a little bit more organized and just cut off, just like this picture down here. It's a very good example for that. I like the picture onto this. It's a very nice detail. I really like, you can see which color it is. I like the cones. Maybe add a few more cones, or maybe in different sizes would be nice. I don't know if you ran out of time. You can also have a little box down here, which, you know, we know that there is water inside with the tool where you scoop up the ice into the cones. One more thing could be like at the side, a little price check with the names on it. You don't have to do your best on showing the names a little bit blurry. Just like here is okay. It's just the idea of a price onto it. And yeah, thank you for joining the competition, Wovsack. I hope to see more of your work into the future. It's always nice to see people improving themselves, seeing them coming back. Oh, entry number 14. It's a lot. I had to make a new one. Entry number 14 is a link, as you can see. And this piece of art is made by Grip. Here is my entry for the store contest, basically a test of a new building add-on for Blender. Took me a couple of hours through the most of the time I was gathering and creating textures. Here it is, link. With the idea of coming from an old British TV series, open all hours. Drag the mouse to rotate. Use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. The scene has 296 thirds and 562 tris. Yeah, I only wish that the store would be a little bit lower, because, you know, it's just getting out of the screen, but that's just a little thing. I really like this little store. It's definitely cozy, with an apartment above there. You got some textures on it. It's very nice. Yeah, it's a general store, so that means they have all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's really something what I would say for a game like a trucker simulator or some train game or things like that. And this is always very nice. This really shows that you know what you're doing, because, you know, you don't have to make the inside. Of course, you see this line down here, but that's because it's sticking out, so you always see the bottom of that. I really like this small store. The only thing is I wish I could just, you know, I'm trying to use the same controls as Blender, trying to move it up. I like how there is an FPS meter with it. So yeah, thank you for joining the competition, Grip. I hope I pronounced your name right. By the way, guys, over here you see my channel, and down below, Grand Abbott. If you came to my channel without going through his channel, then I recommend you to check out Grand Abbott, his channel. He has a lot of tutorials of all kinds of stuff, like intense a lot. There is something wild for everyone. And also, if you like to watch competition, Grant does a monthly competition. It should be somewhere. It's just once in a month. And yeah, let me see. The last one, which was the last one? Like, he has so much stuff. He also does a lot of live streaming. Probably already seen it. I'm blind all the times. Anyhow, let's continue the competition. Entry, why are these open? That shouldn't happen. Entry number 15 is of Sheldon Gray. And Sheldon Gray made a, I would say, a little boat store. There are a lot of houses near the water, and why wouldn't it be smart to have a boat with your fresh fruit? Go near the houses and just try to sell it from the boat to the window, directly to the people. Daily fresh, why not? Sheldon Gray says, late entry, this is a quick one. I made the boat, got the water shader from Blender Kit, and got the fruits from Quixel Bridge. I cut out a picture of the guy in Photoshop and used the image as planes to place him in the boat and his reflection below the boat, which is down here. Very nice. Although now I think doing the whole thing in Photoshop would have been faster. The theme is Boat Market, which I guess is a mini store. These markets can be found in Thailand and around Bangkok. I couldn't remove that one falling watermelon, even if it wasn't in the viewport. Falling watermelon? Oh, you mean this one? Falling off? I think it's okay. just be careful. Like if the boat wobbles, it definitely fall off. I really like the idea. The only thing that I would say is his hand here is a little bit blurry. It should be a little bit more crisp. I do like that the effect seems like that his clothing is hanging onto the side of the boat, which is a very nice effect. I don't know if you've done that on purpose or that it's just lucky. I like the boat's textures on it. I really like how the apple looks. The reflection is very nice on the apples. It's a lot of reflection onto the mandarins or oranges. It's also good. And then on the melons, it's very perfect. The reflection is a lot lesser. It looks good. It probably tastes very nice. I think it's a very fun idea. And doing this in Photoshop only, you can give it a shot, you can try, but keep in mind, do you really want to be a blender artist with a little bit of Photoshop? Do you want to be a Photoshopper with a little bit of blendering? Just think of that. You might can try to, you know, redo this picture in Photoshop only. It's a nice challenge for yourself. I do like this, and I think you've done a very nice job. Shot on gray. Entry number 16 is definitely my favorite for this competition. I really love the color combination. It is just absolutely on point. It is just absolutely amazing, fantastic. Yeah, so the color combination, very nice. There is a personal thing that I really don't like, and it's very personal. But let's first check out the picture. I really love this sign down here. This is a nice custom-made little idea for a donut sign. You got another one down here, which is also very nice. You got cups with even more colors, which is very nice. This coffee machine looks very nice. You got some forks onto a display here, or what is this called, a tray. You got these paper tissues. You got some more donuts. You got a lot of different type of donuts. I like how you cut off this sharp corner down here to make it look less aggressive and more smooth. I like the doorknob having a very nice color. It just in overall very much on point. The only thing that I would say is maybe the sign down here should also be on this side, or take this sign down here and maybe fit it in here. If it's too tight, make this wall a little bit, stretch it out a little bit more, and then just fit it on here. You got two different signs, or small things. Now the personal thing that really which I don't like at all is how low this counter is down here compared with these stools, because if I'm going to sit here, then my knee will be tight against it, because I cannot really, you know, I got a feeling I need to bend over too much in order to sit relaxed onto it. My knee will be against this. So what I would say, this counter should be at the same height as this wall plank down here. Then you got a lot more space to just sit very chill. It's a little bit higher, so you can just, you know, eat a lot more easier your donut, drink your coffee. But yeah, gee, it's a personal thing, and this is just absolutely fantastic. I really love this picture down here. Excuse me. You say also, this is so last minute. I feel like I'm turning into a college assignment. Well, for the last minute, this is just, it's fantastic. It's definitely my favorite for this competition, though. Really nice. And thank you for joining. And the last entry is of Ahmed Mohammed. Ahmed Mohammed says, my mini store, I let my 9-year-old sister design the car's decal, transferred into a cup too. Into the cup too. She gave me some great critique too. Hope you're all having an amazing day. Well, thank you, Ahmed, for hope you're having an amazing day too. Oh, I see it right now. Yeah. It's a little bit too small, but yeah, there's some things going on here. I see it now. I really like how you know, let your sister do some of the paintings onto this. I believe the last competition, we had someone who let his child also paint the idea for a competition. I really like when people involve the younger ones to do stuff, because they have a very good fantasy. They just paint something and that's just what you get, and they're not especially focusing on something must look perfect. They just do it. There you go. Just deal with it, and it looks very nice. I really like this one. It really, give a kiddish feeling. It's child friendly to look at. I like the sign down here. It's free ice cream. Free ice cream is always nice. This is, I believe, for extra cream, and this is, I believe, for syrup, strawberry syrup. You got little spoons down here. This beach umbrella has a little bit of randomness into it, like the wind is blowing. A nice little breeze while it's still hot, and still nice for an ice cream. The only thing that I would say is that this thing down here, which I don't know the name in English, is a little bit too tight onto the wheel. It gives me the idea, that the cart cannot move at all. So just raise it up and make it a little bit more wider at each side. I do understand the function of it, besides it just looks nice onto it. I like this tiny little wheel here. It really makes me feel like it has some good movements to park the little cart. So yeah, thank you for joining, Ahmed Mohammed. I hope to see more of your work next time, and tell your little sister I really like this. It's a very good job. Alright. Ooh, it's a long competition, which is okay. Everyone has done an amazing, very nice job. And once again, thank you, Great Jack Gaming, for this idea. So I'm gonna choose a few winners based on a few different points. Alright, I took plenty of time to think why and why shouldn't. I have also been making up some new winning points. I'm just gonna take this with it. So we have someone who can win for objective, model, lightning, coloring, simplistic minimalism, texturing, detailing, and the new one is actually storyline, which should be a storyline in the artwork itself. And then we have informative, which means you have something to say about the artwork. It should be in Discord, which could be, very nice to let the world know about that. And we have collab, so when you've been working together, you can win. We don't have any realism, drawing, external program uses, or emotion for this time. The emotion, we have something that could include emotion, but they don't have a face. So I'm not including these ones. I hope it's a little bit clear, because the point is I really want people to know what they have been doing on a nice job on. I just don't want to say first place, second place, because it doesn't say anything any other than just winning. And this really says what you have done a nice job on, and so maybe you can focus more on other points and don't have to worry about the things you are good at. I hope it makes a little bit sense. I spent a lot of time onto this time. So I'm first gonna go to the model winner of the mini store. And that is gonna be Happy, because I think Happy spent a lot of time on creating a very good model with this Warhawk, with the stuff that is onto him. Like, this is the store down here. It's one model. I think he done a very nice job on that. So Happy, congratulations on winning the model of the mini store. The winner of the lightning and coloring is going to be super duper clear, and I think it's still amazing, Sunny. Congratulations on winning the lightning / coloring. It's truly amazing. Trying to hold on to this, and I hope to see you next time again. The simplistic / minimalism winner of the mini store is, let me just see down here. Where are you at? Is Kishore. The reason I chose Kishore and not someone else is because at some other points I'm missing some detailing. So, for example, I would say Suicide Drone. It's very nice, but I'm missing, a little bit things here and there. And then this could easily also go for a simplistic minimalism. This one could easily go for that, but I'm just missing a few things here and there. If that would have been added, it could easily go for a simplistic minimalism. I also found Sir Verax a nice one for that, but I'm just missing here and there a few little things, and the only thing that I had to say about Kishore is actually, you know, the color of this bookshelf should be a little different and maybe move the chairs around. But I really find this a nice shot. It's very simplistic and minimalism, so congratulations on winning that, Kishore. The texture winner of the mini store is gonna be Crave. I think that would be very clear. Crave spent a lot of time onto the texturing and detailing onto the texturing, all the decals and dirt and scratches, and there's a lot going on with the texturing onto this picture, and I think he definitely won that one. I really like this hamburger. So congratulations, Crave, on winning the texturing of the mini store. Now the storyline, maybe this is a little bit too much, but I think I just want to include that small little detail of storyline, that something is going on. And the winner of this is actually Outmind, because Outmind had this little story that, you know, it's fresh squeezed fruit juice, but the secret behind that, it's totally not. And I think that is a fun little storyline that has been added to this picture down here. So congratulations, Outmind, on winning the storyline. The informative winner of the mini store is gonna be Shard Grey, just because the fact that you have explained that this is a thing into Thailand, Asia. Let me just check it out again, just to read it. Yeah, you had a whole storyline with it, which I think is also a very nice touch to a competition. Just explain a little bit about it. I think this should motivate more people to, you know, try to add or either an informative storyline or add in a storyline into the artwork. So that's why I included these new type of points. And then, of course, something that I should have done earlier is the collab. And the collab winner of this competition mini store is gonna be, let me just check that out. It's gonna be Ahmed Mohammed, because you involve your little sister with it, and I think more people should be rewarded with that. Collabing, giving the trust to someone else to also put in their effort into the work and make something nice out of it. And I think that's a very nice thing also, to get some points on, even if it's just something very small. So congratulations, Ahmed Mohammed, on winning the mini store collab. Alright, then we have 2 more to go. The detailing. Now, to be real fair, I had in mind for the detail, because we have a lot of winners already, I actually wanted to do Type Omega for it, but the ironic thing is I'm missing a lot of detail on the mouses, so I was struggling with choosing a detailing winner because I really wanted to let people win on more points, so they can feel good about themselves, what they do good, and work on other things. So in this case, the detailing winner of the mini store is gonna be Hikes, because I just like the detail that's spent on these packages down here, on the sign of the store. I like the sticker windows, which I haven't seen in other ones. The cell phone, the little, yeah, just this thing where you can put on posters for people to let them know something is going on. I still think it's a little nice detailing, and like I said, a lot of people already won something, and I want people only to win on 1 point. So it's a shame if, you know, this artwork had a little bit more detailing onto this little mousies. It could easily win also for detailing, because there's also a lot going on into this picture. And so congratulations, Hikes, on winning the detailing. Let me see. So we have 1 more, and that is the objective of the mini store. And yeah, I've chosen for this just me. Because like I said, I just want to give everyone a point, and this one is a very, very nice one. I think it's a very cozy, small store. Maybe the light should have been a little bit less white and more warm color to give it a little more cozy feeling. I just really like what's going on here. There's a lot here to look at, a lot of time, effort, and love has been putting into this, and yeah, I think this me definitely won the objective of the mini store. And by the way, I didn't really show this one just yet. This plant down here. Of course, this is a little beauty mistake, but another plant. I really love this. So congratulations, just me, on winning the objective of the mini store. And yeah, I think everyone has been doing a nice job. The reason why I'm choosing some others over some others is just because I need to get the feeling with it. I need to get a feeling, oh, this is very nice in detail, this is nice in story. Some others, you know, missing some stuff. It's just not it, but it's very nice though. Everyone who has been making the artworks, I really like that, and I really, really hope to see all of you back again for the next competition. And you know, I will put it in the announcement, all the points, so you can also focus on these points. The more you focus also on the points, the better chance you have on winning. And the next competition is gonna be low poly art. The deadline will be June 2 at 2300 hours. Now I'm just going to show you real quick. Some people already noticed it because I put the announcement yesterday. I had a little bit of a terrible headache, and it's a shame because I love doing this. And let me just take this website. I'll put it in the announcement. And yeah, so on this website page you get explain low poly art and what you need to know about it, plus some cool examples. And here you can just scroll what is low poly art and the history, and you see tiny cute little things, and it's really, really freaking nice to see this. And as you can see, there are a lot of different ways to actually do low poly art, and it can be simplistic as what. So just take a look if you like. There is a lot of pictures. I counted like 35 plus of them, and it also has some names with it, what kind of low poly art it is. And I wish all of you guys good luck, and see you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more Blender, and also questions and requests are welcome anytime.